Andrew, you there, Andrew?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Al?
Good, Andrew. How you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
Good. You can hear me good?
Yes, we can. Can you hear us good?
I can hear you good. Awesome, man. Why don't I open the show and I'll get right with you, all right?
Sounds good.
All right. Great. I appreciate everybody stopping in to No Cover TV's podcast. That's right. We got another great show for you. I'm going to get with the artist, the band in just a minute. But I appreciate everybody out there in the world checking out No Cover TV. It's about the original music. We like to get it out there. Doesn't matter whether you're a local act in Michigan, my home state, or any other state or country for that matter. And also we promote the national acts that are out there on tour doing their original music. That's what it's about. Getting your music out there and shove it in your face and up different orifices and things like that. We want you to hear it. Doesn't matter really what genre it is, but Big Al likes to throw a lot of metal at you. So stick around. Kick-ass show. Get a hold of me, nocovertv@yahoo.com. Artists, entertainers, get a hold of me. Let's talk. Let's talk about what you do. And also, if you wanted to sponsor the show, we'd love it. It helps out with production. You can sponsor the show. Remember, nocovertv@yahoo.com. We do have one sponsor. That's Fat Boys Restaurant out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you're ever in the area, check them out. Fat Boys Restaurant in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I guess it's time to stop bullshit and getting down to what we've got going on today. Bleed the Water is in the house. Andrew, gentlemen, how you doing today?
Doing real good.
Yeah, great, Andrew. I appreciate you being on the show.
We appreciate you having us on.
Beautiful, man. Who do we got with us today? Yeah.
Andrew, and then
the Party Mamba.
The Party Mamba. Shane, all right.
How's that second?
Cool.
Does it need to go louder for those guys?
All right. So, who's going to do most of the chatting?
Oh, probably me.
All right, good deal. Well, I got a lot of questions for you, Andrew, and I'm going to go off the wall. I'm just going to give you guys a third degree. How's that?
Sounds good.
Yeah, cool, guys. Cool. Well, I do a little snooping, and I check around, and you guys kicking some ass. I like what I hear and what I'm seeing.
Thank you.
Definitely. Now, we're doing a remote. You guys are in GR. Where are we out of?
We're in Greenville right now.
Okay, you're in Greenville.
5 minutes northeast.
Yeah, so you're not too far from me.
Not too bad.
So, no, not at all. So that's cool. Michigan band here that we're going to be talking to. Now, you guys, you're, I would say metal for the most part.
We try to just make music. Starting Bleed the Water. I've been in other metal bands before, and Shane and I have been kind of like a punk band. We still do that on the side, but I never wanted to limit Bleed the Water to anything. We're just going to make music. If it goes to the heavy route, awesome. If it goes to more alternative rock, that's cool too. I don't know. We're just, if you check us out in general on YouTube, it's probably the older stuff, which sounds a little more metal, and yeah. So yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to play a couple of songs, and I want to talk about them because, you kind of mix it up just a little bit. And I noticed that within your music. Now, let's talk a little bit. Bleed the Water. How long has Bleed the Water been around? When did you start this project?
I think we just entered our 8th year. Our first show was back in 2015 in January. We played at the Tip Top Deluxe down in GR.
Nice. That's a good place to go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So about 8 years ago, you started this?
Yep.
Okay. Now, all the players.
Is music video for Undead Ground. You can see some of that footage from the very first show in that music video.
Oh, nice. That's great. Now, you said you were in previous bands before Bleed the Water. How about the other gentleman?
This is Party Mama talking. I did just small high school bands, nothing too crazy. This is probably the bigger of the bands that I've been in for the most part.
Okay. Now, I'm talking to you. I can kind of guess, but what instrument you play?
I'm the drummer.
Damn right you are, you crazy son of a bitch.
I am crazy.
Yeah, I know my drummers, man, and bass players. You guys are great. So awesome, man. Can you speak for the other guys? What's going on with them?
Well, Andy and I used to be in a punk band. Well, we're still kind of going, but we don't really do a whole lot these days. Called the Rotten Bastards.
Nice.
Gosh, that was almost 20 years ago. We started that. So, me and Andy, we've been jamming together for a good long time. And prior to Bleed the Water, the previous incarnation of what Bleed the Water became was called Sin Sick World. And we did that for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years.
Okay. Nice. And I see you're a 4-piece guys jamming out. Are you doing quite a few shows? I see you're doing some stuff.
Actually, can I rewind just a little bit for you, Al?
Sure.
I was in a band a long time ago, probably 20 plus years ago, and we actually performed on No Cover TV for you. The studio thing with the cameras and everything. I think we were called Sleeper Cell back in the day.
No shit. You didn't tell me that before you come on here?
Yeah, dude, it was a long time ago. And I saw you were active again. I thought, no way, that's so cool that you're getting this going again. And I was hoping someone would pan out for you. So this is cool that we're at least doing this. Yeah, no shit, man. Way back in the day, I was on your show. I was probably like 18 years old. And now I'm 30, so 28 years ago, or 20 years ago. So, yeah.
Wow, you're really dating me here.
Myself too now. Yeah.
That is great. Wow, let's jump to the past here. Yeah, No Cover TV. That was 2003. We started No Cover TV. Of course, I was on the air in the 90s when we did a lot of crazy shit. Right. But you were on the show 2004 or 5. It had to be that year.
Yeah, had to been around there.
Yeah, and I do remember the band's name. I don't quite remember the show because there were so many of them, but you were one of the bands that upset YC down the hall and were loud.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. So, well, yeah, I couldn't stay in the dark too long. I had to get back out there and pump the original music out there. I couldn't let my local acts just sit around. No.
Yeah,
we're glad you're back.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Good. Not about me now. It's about you and your music. Let's talk about it. All right. Now, you guys been hard at work. I see you just got some new CDs in.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they just came in, literally just came in yesterday. The digital release came out Wednesday on February 22nd. And that's our third album, right? Yeah, it's our third one. And it's called The Maple Street Dungeon Tapes, which is actually, we're in that dungeon right now. It's just a fun play on words for where we practice. And it's kind of a collection of older songs that we thought, some of them are kind of B-sides that have never been released. We've always talked about it. We finally did it. There's some remakes on there from like the Sin Sick World days that Shane referenced. That just those recordings weren't the greatest back in the day, and we've kept them alive in our live set, and people always give us good praise for them. So we thought we try to do them, real good justice and re-record them.
That's
and there
cool.
is the brand new song, the very first track, Just for the Night. We wrote that just last summer, played it at some festivals and shows, and people loved it. So we thought, that's got to go on this album too. Let's just put it out right now.
Very cool. So your third EP, yes, and you said you just got them yesterday. That is great. Now, back in the day when you were on the show, it was a little difficult to get the music out there, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, back in the day before MySpace and Facebook and all that stuff. Yeah. Not hard back in the day.
Yeah, and so I like to shout out. You guys, what platforms are you using right now to get your music out there, so people know where to go?
We do YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, pretty much anything that our what is it? The company that we go through, DistroKid. Yep. They put it out on all these different streaming sites. So basically anything you can stream music on, we're on it.
Yep. It's fun at work sometimes. I'll have somebody walk up and be like, "Hey, I found your music on blah, 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 blah." Something I've never even heard of before. I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet." Stuff. Yeah, there's so many streaming sites out there. I didn't even know about all of them. But it's good to hear that it's in the weird nooks and crannies of the internet somewhere.
It is, and I checking it out and stuff, and it's nice that the platform's out for you artists and that it's free. I mean, most of it, I would say, is free for you to put it up there, upload your music.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Now, are you noticing? I know on some of these sites you get your analytical reports and stuff. Do you notice any action happening in other states, even Europe, with your music?
Yeah, I actually we put out our very first album. We got a personal message from a guy from Ireland. I was like, "What? Ireland? Freaking right!" Way across the pond, and he loved that first album. But yeah, we've had some good responses from like Mexico and Europe and whatnot. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That is nuts. Jeez, that's awesome, guys. Well, you got go ahead.
The internet's an amazing thing. You just to broadcast a little Greenville band to the whole world. It's nuts.
It's amazing, and you never know who's listening and who's going to catch on and say, "Hey, this is pleasing. I like this, and let's grab a hold of more of it."
Right.
So yeah, I'm loving it for you guys. And do you have any upcoming shows coming up?
Yes, we do. First one this year is going to be March 25th in Belding.
Okay.
Which is not too far from us here. We thought we'd kind of throw a hometown show. Got some other good local bands too, Lost in Blue and Cruel County Corruption. They're going to be opening up for us too. And then
April 15th.
April 15th, that we're going to be at Mulligan's. And as of now, that's kind of all we have locked in. We've got some other stuff down the line for July and some festivals and things. So.
Okay, great. Well, it sounds like you're adding to the schedule here and keeping busy. I like that. So good deal. Now, I got the music here. I got my questions. I'm not sure what to turn to. I want to go to some music here. Okay. Now, when we do this remotely, the music kind of sounds a little far away, can kind of go in and out, but just bear with me. All right. You'll be able to hear it. Okay.
No problem.
Now I want to go over it once we're done. I'm going to hit the button. Let's check it out, guys. All right, here we go.
She's on fire, it's got the inside. You wanna taste, never make it through the night. The girl that you found wants you back.
All right, I'm going to pause that right now and just give everybody a little bit of a taste because I want everybody out there, you go to YouTube, you look up Bleed the Water, and that song's name was Surely Wickedness.
Yes, sir.
That's a brand new song.
No, actually, that's one of our remakes.
Remake.
It was put out, I don't even know how long ago.
Brand new 11 plus years ago, probably.
Probably 11 years ago. But like I said, if you listen to that old recording, it's like night and day. Such a stark difference from what we do now. The older version's a lot slower. The production wasn't as great. We really revamped that song. We made it feel like it's brand new, like it should be right now. But yeah.
Yeah, I like that song a lot, and I want to talk about that song, but I think I need to play another song before I actually talk about that song.
Okay.
So let's throw another song on here. And we'll go on to this one here. All right, let's hit the button. There we go.
I wish you knew what it was like to hear everything you fall every day. Now I can't even sleep at night with all these knives in my back that you hate. Back me up, yeah, the wall. Let me say my words.
Right there, I'm going to stop it. All right, you hear that a little bit?
Oh, yeah, pure rock and roll.
I want to talk to you. Don't you leave me. Okay, I'm watching you. The video's still going. I got the volume down. Okay, drummer, I didn't expect you to be playing on a 4-piece.
Really, from hearing it audio wise first,
Watching you from hearing you, I'm thinking double kick, possibly more toms.
right?
What?
Yeah, I got this 4-piece. My parents bought it for me a long time ago. It's a cheaper Yamaha set, but I've always loved it, always stuck with it. Never been that huge on big kits. It's just the ergonomics of it, especially playing, the smaller bars and stuff. So I've always stuck with a smaller kit. I rock a double bass pedal, so I mean, I do some double bass work, but I'm not too crazy, but it's sure is fun.
Great. And like I talked with other people that use a 4-piece and stuff, that's pretty much all you need. You don't need to go overboard unless you really want to show and go all out.
Right.
So definitely, you're a good drummer. I like what I'm seeing and hearing, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Definitely. Now, I noticed you guys are in the woods there.
Yeah, it was really hard to get power out there. Lots of extended cords.
Yeah, I was going to say, what tree did you plug into? Right. And I see you went somewhere where nobody was going to find you or hear you, probably.
Yeah, there's probably some bodies buried out back there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Let's not.
Actually, we got attacked by many spiders
Yes.
during the course of shooting that video.
Freaking wood spiders by the millions. It was terrible.
The woods fought back when you decided to jam.
Yep.
Right. Like, okay, we're fighting back with these guys. So I know I wanted, like I said just a minute ago, we played 2 songs here for our listeners here. And I think the listeners are going to be able to tell the difference that I can tell, because this was done, looks like a couple of years ago. Now, how old is this song?
Yeah, that one's not too old. Maybe 4 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah, we writing it and then officially recording it, putting it out.
All right, great. And that's the name of it is One Last Time. So everybody go to YouTube and Bleed the Water and then punch in One Last Time. Check the video out. This is these guys in the woods jamming it out. I mean, they're really kicking it and they're loving what they're doing. And you are loving what you're doing, aren't you guys?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good deal, man. You're having fun. And you were having fun back in the day, Andrew. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys, let's talk a little bit off the wall here. I'm sure I asked you this 20 years ago, Andrew, but remind me again your inspirations as a kid, you two. What made you go to drums, and Andrew, you become a guitar player, singer, and all that stuff?
Matt, you can go first.
Well, I guess I always had a fascination from a young age. I got a picture of my mom snagged of me when I was 2 years old, and she got me a Tinker Tot set, and I flipped it upside down, grabbed 2 of the Tinker Tots and started drumming with it. And she was like, "Oh, wow, didn't expect that out of them." And then they took me to a Beach Boys concert, and that was pretty much it. I was drumming on everything possible, and I begged them for years to get me a drum set. They finally did it. And then I utilized a lot of classic rock and oldies, 60s, 50s music to learn how to drum, self-taught myself for many years. And I did marching band, so I got, plenty of help learning more drums while doing drumline and whatnot. But other than that, just the love of music is what drew me into the drums.
That's great. That's what I want to hear. The love of music. It doesn't matter what you pick up, just the love of music.
Amen.
You don't even have to pick up an instrument. Listen to it and, groove out. It's a good thing. Now, Andrew, what about you?
Oh, let's let Shane go real quick.
Oh, Shane, all right.
He's tired.
Yeah, well, I've just been a music nerd forever. When I was in my early 20s, I shared an apartment with my best friend from high school. And another one of our high school buddies used to come over and hang out a lot. And he was actually knew how to play guitar and was really good at it, but he never brought one with him. So we ended up going out to Meyer and buying like a cheap acoustic guitar. So my friend that I live with wanted to learn how to play. So I said, well, if you're going to play guitar, I'm going to play bass. And, we went from there.
All right. Oh, that's cool. You got to start somewhere. I like that. All right. Who we got next?
Yeah, I'll go now, Andrew.
All right.
Yeah, my dad took me to a ton of concerts, everyone he could when I was in middle school and high school and stuff. And I had, that was my education into rock and roll and just seeing live shows at Van Andel all the time.
Yes.
You go to school the next day wearing a band shirt on like a Wednesday at school, and your teacher's like, "What? You were at that last night?" Yeah, I was there. I'm pretty tired right now, so don't worry about it.
I'm not going to study with me alone.
It took me to every concert we could go to at Van Halen back in the day. Just everything I could consume. It was good. It just inspired me. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be on that stage.
That's wild. Now, can any of you guys, well, I'm sure you can, but remember your first concert?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well,
Mine was
let's
Beach
go.
Boys. It was I Own You Free Fair, like 1995 or 1994 or something like that. I was in kindergarten and loved every minute of it.
Nice.
You're in kindergarten?
I was in kindergarten.
Okay, I'm just choking here.
I caught Puff Daddy and the Family back in 1997 with Busta Rhymes at Van Andel Arena.
Wow, that would have been a hell of a show.
I think my first one that I can remember is was the Smashing Pumpkins with Garbage at Van Andel.
Smashing Pumpkins. Okay, well, that's great. Oh, wow, nice guys. You still got your ticket stubs?
Oh man, probably somewhere, but who knows?
I do.
I still got mine from the 80s, so that's great.
That's why I don't like when they have the tickets on your phone because you don't get a ticket stub. Bums me out.
I went to the Ace Frehley concert just came up last month and went to that. And that electronic stuff I don't care for.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's get back to you guys. And let me put the bifocals on so I can see what I'm going. Now, you guys playing different instruments. Y'all probably maybe have a little bit of different inspirations. Let's throw some out there, guys. What are you listening to that makes you drive?
Boy. I'm currently listening to a lot of Thrice and still brand new, the band brand new. 9 Inch Nails, Mastodon. Oh man,
All right.
Period.
Cool.
Anything. It's quite the range.
It's Rival Sons.
There you go.
Oldie still.
I'm pretty much all across the board. I listen to anything and everything that's good.
Same.
There you go.
The band too is just our wide variety of what we listen to and just mash it all together and makes it bleed the water.
That's what makes Bleed the Water. Now let me get back to those two songs. There's a difference there. Our newer song is not as hard as our older song, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's more kind of a rock alternative type thing.
Exactly.
Leave it all out there.
Yeah, I like the new song, how you led me into and you grabbed me and brought me right into that. It was more of a spoken word singing type thing, and I like that.
Thank you.
And Andrew, you're doing the singing. Are you doing the writing, or who's doing everything and bringing it to the band? How's this working out?
Well, we all do everything, but yeah, like lyrically, for the most part, I write the lyrics. I mean, these guys have contributed as well. In riffs and stuff. Sometimes I'll bring something to the band at practice, and other times we just party down at practice, and next thing you know, we wrote 2 songs that night, type thing. So
That's cool.
that we do.
Good deal.
Pretty much somebody throws out a riff or something at practice, and we all play off each other, and sometimes something cool happens. Other times not so much, but
Sometimes we'll sit on a riff for 7 years and finally bring it to life. You never know.
Yeah, we're still working on our full-length album too right now. Still recording it. There's some songs on there that I swear those riffs have been around for forever. They just were never finalized. So hopefully they'll finalize now and become an actual song.
Okay, well, I was going to say, you guys been together 8 years. You probably got quite a few songs on your belt to keep throwing out there, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, great. I like that you're doing the YouTube thing, that, you're popping up your videos, whether you're in the woods or whether it's just, the lyrical video. I like that you're taking advantage of that platform there and allowing the fans and listeners out there to be able to physically check your music out and see you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.
The thing about technology these days, you can just slap together kind of as much as you can and put it out everywhere. And
He means to say that's what's great about having a lead singer that knows how to work a camera very well and edit all that stuff. Because that's Andy. He does all that, and he does a great job at it too.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, now, are you guys, as far as your music, who's producing it, mastering it, popping it on a CD?
That's all us too.
That's all you. Now, that's in-house? Are you doing an analog digital? How are we doing this?
Yeah, we got our DAW that we record into. If you listen from our first record to the one we just put out, there's a huge difference of growth there too. Obviously gear we purchased over the time, knowledge, learning how to do it better.
Right.
Yeah, just all that. I think what we're putting out now is miles beyond what we very first put out.
True. I think it just gets better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. So everybody out there, check out Bleed the Water. Now, they can check you out on the platform, but is there a way to them to be able to physically get your CDs and check out upcoming dates? Do you have a website or anything or Facebook page? What do we got?
God, we do have a website, but I don't keep up on it that well. It doesn't have much to it.
Our
Facebook, Facebook mainly, Instagram. But
Okay.
we have physical copies always at our shows. You can get them on Amazon as well. They're out there.
Okay, and your new copy that's out, you got physical copies to sell that. And I think you were selling that for $195.99.
No, I think we're doing about $5 on that one. The newest one.
Thanks for the plug, though, trying to get us more money.
Yeah, thanks, Al.
I thought maybe I'm out of the wrong era here. I mean, if I got to pay $300 for a concert ticket, I would expect the LPs to go up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Wow. But it's great you got it out there, and you got it affordable for the people out there because times are tough for people. I think what you got it at $5?
Yep, that newest one, yep.
That's worth it, man. What we got on? How many songs we got in there? 10, 12?
This one's got 6. And I think
6
the one
songs?
before- Yep, the one before it had 7, I think, or 8, and then the one before that one I think had 9. So, and we're like I said, we're trying to record a full length. There should be 12 plus right now.
That's great. Yeah, I'm loving this guy. So like I said, people, you're out there, check them out. Now, you're out playing around Michigan here. Would you guys like to get the hell out of Michigan and play somewhere else?
There's always the option. It all depends on what comes our way with that. I mean, we've looked at stuff into Indiana a little bit, but it all depends. You know, with the economy being the way it is, we'd love to get out and play to more people, but you never know. It all depends on how good the deal is for us to do it.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, your books are open, it sounds like. So if the right deal comes around, you probably might just jump on that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great. I love it. Now, you've been around a while. Andrew, like I said, you were on the show a while ago. And what do you see in this town as far as being a local artist? Some of your difficulties with these venues and bars getting in and playing original music.
Oh, wow.
What's the difference between back then and now?
There's a whole lot less nowadays than what there was 20 years ago. That's for sure.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of some of the bars have closed up. You know, they've just
Yeah.
shut down. I guess one thing that was a pet peeve of mine. I'm not going to drop the venue, but when they asked us that they needed a cut from our merchandise sales by the end of the night, and I thought, would say that again? I've never heard of that before.
Wow.
Boy, they just kept pushing that, and I thought, there's no way. I'm going to go. Let me talk to your manager. You know, the venue manager about this because I've never heard of that before, and that's what they tried to pull on us. And I couldn't believe that. You know, just a small local artist, and you want to take like up to like half of what we.
Yeah, it
just
was
made
darn
from
near
it.
half.
Damn, man, I can't even believe it.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I've seen. I brought that up more times on the internet, and I see more bands complaining about that too, and it's becoming an issue now. People are starting to raise it more, so that's good because venues already charging an arm and leg for your beers. They're charging at the door, and everybody's getting to cut all these things except for the bands, and then they want to take some of my merch sales at the end of the night too. Come on, man, that's rough.
And I am glad you spoke it that way because, you know, be honest, we don't edit this fucking shit. And we want the artists and people out there to know what we go through and what it's like. And you bar owners, if you're listening, or venue owners, this is the way it is. You like your paycheck and the money you get, don't you, venue owners? Well, we like to get paid too. You know, I booked many of clubs and many of bands over the years. And I've seen it from pay to play to sell the fucking tickets and get a percentage to, pay the doorman, the sound man, and you get what's left over and split it amongst 3-4 bands.
Exactly.
Or if you're lucky enough, you find a place that has their own damn crowd and they can afford to pay you a flat fee.
Yeah. Yep.
But
You never know what you're getting yourself into sometimes.
if you're going to get in this business, you got to have a little thick skin, don't you?
That's right. Straight up.
Yeah, you do. And I feel for you guys. That's why, I had to get back on and push this music out there, the original music. And I'm glad you guys are kicking ass and Andrew's sticking around with it for this many years. I mean, the love of music hasn't gone away.
Yeah, thank you. You know, and now that we put out our third CD, in other bands that I've been in, we put out one CD, and next thing you know, by the time we record the second one, we break up. And then it happened again with a different band. It's like, oh man, so we got past that one little weird hump that seemed to be the breaking up point. We're still going strong. Yeah. Still lots of songs to write and record, and we're doing good.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. Good deal. Now, I like to ask this question. You guys been around a while. You played a lot of shows. Is there any show in the years you've been doing them that stands out? Who did you might have played with that stands out that was like, what show might have stand out the most?
Man, I've had a couple that I've dug, but most of them end up being the party scene shows that we play. We get offered to go out to some pole barn in the middle of BFE for $300 for the night, and then next thing you know, they're feeding us full of food and beer, and just taking care of you. I've had people put beers up to my mouth while I'm drumming a song, other things as well. But it's always a fun time to play those. But the big stages are always fun too. We played 20 in a row live. That was my highlight of my career, getting to play on that big stage. It was fun. It was a great time.
Yeah, I agree with
awesome. Andrew?
No, yeah, I just agree with Matt. The 20 in a row live, that was awesome. That was kind of a good pinnacle spot so far. That was amazing. Back in the day, I had played the Orbit Room, and that was my dream show. I finally get to play that one. That was back in Martin Machine days, a long time ago. But
yeah, I booked a few bands in the Orbit Room, and that was nice. It was a good place for bands, local bands, to kind of get a little bit of a start with a bigger venue.
Yeah, I miss that place.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, it was up close and personal, and I like that. And now let's reverse this a little bit. When you're on stage and you're looking out there and you're seeing your fans or the people watching, how's it feel? How's it feel to see those guys singing your songs to you and cheering you on?
It feels pretty darn good. I always enjoy when we got fans out there, especially when they know the music. But it's always fun to see when you're at a bar and say it's a crappy night, not a whole lot of people show out just because of weather or whatnot. But you still have the bar scene out there that don't know what's going on, but they start hearing your music and you start pulling them back towards the stage. That's what I enjoy. That's always fun to see people get hooked the first time they hear us.
That's cool.
Popping at the same time, just getting into it. Oh yeah, it's getting going.
I have very poor vision, so I wear glasses, but I don't wear them on stage because when I'm headbanging, I don't want them to fly off my face.
True.
So I don't ever see anybody.
That might be a good thing. I don't know. Well, they're out there and they're jamming with you, brother.
I feel like you're 10 feet tall though when you're on stage. Just rocking out people.
You definitely. It's I wouldn't say a power trip, but you feel big and strong, and it's rewarding. Definitely.
It's high for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to come down too. It takes you all night, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what drives me nuts. I can't sleep. I ain't going to sleep. No. So yeah, that's great, man. And the fans appreciate that and stuff like that out there. And I'm sure through the show here, you're going to grab a lot more people to take a listen to you. And that's great. I love this. And I said, people check out Bleed the Water again. You can get their CD if you go to their Facebook page. And you said Instagram it was?
Yeah, you can check us out on Instagram as well. I don't think the albums are linked through there at all, but you can check us out on Amazon. You can get some of the albums on there.
Facebook's got our Facebook page has got our link to our merch page on it as well. So,
or if anybody wants to shoot us a message, we could figure out somewhere to meet up or send them in the mail that way.
I don't know if you want to say that to people around the world.
If they want to come to Michigan and meet us, by all means.
Argentina, Walmart.
Yeah, this band will meet you in the woods by the tree that has electricity.
Yep.
And I won't tell you what the band likes to do for hobbies. No, you guys are dangerous. So I love it, man. So, wow, you guys are covering a lot with me today. Boy, now you're playing with a lot of the people I know in town, the local bands here. Good time, isn't it? I like to give a shout out to all of those people. Who are you playing with coming up? I know you mentioned something the next show date. What are those bands that are coming up on that show?
The March 25th one is
Cool
County Corruption, and then Lost in Blue.
All right.
April, it's going to be Inaudible Darling and Danger Code. Yep, those guys are great. Everybody's great. love all these bands. It's always great to go out there and just make new friends, you know, and link up with other bands.
Right.
The other shows later this year, so far we don't have lineups yet. So, but I mean,
Okay.
check out all the local bands. Everybody's great.
Yeah, that's why, wherever you are in the world, check out your local music, please. That's where it starts before it goes to national, and then they become millionaires, billionaires, and whatever. But check it out. Please, please, people, buy the CD, buy their merchandise, whatever they got, because this helps the bands out. It costs bands money to be able to do what they're doing. And believe me, they do not get paid a whole lot of money at the gigs they do. And every little bit helps. And like I said, they do it because they love what they do. And they love to put a smile on your face. Yeah. Isn't that right, guys?
That's right.
Yeah, put it out there like that. That's right, man. So we're cut that down, boy. I'm liking. I got a couple pages here. I don't know where I want to go now. Been around a while, so this is one question I usually ask to some of my nationals and stuff. But a little advice to some of these new artists now coming up, the new kids, 18 years old. What do you got for advice for them for this new era to hit the music scene?
Just keep focused and keep working on it. It doesn't necessarily always work out the first time, but if it don't work out, keep going. Don't stop. Don't take no for an answer. Just because something might not be working out doesn't mean you can't go and do something else and figure it out in the music industry. It's a fun thing. If you love it, there's no reason why you should stop.
Don't let your pride and ego get in the way.
Right.
That could break up a lot of bands. Hey, man, I want things my way. You got to be able to compromise and work together. We're a family. We consider ourselves brothers here. We're a family, and we like to hang out outside of just practicing too, just having fun. We play a lot of bocce ball. Shane and I do some disc golf and whatnot. You just got to be able to hang out, be friends outside of everything too. Because at times a band can kind of turn into a business, and you don't want that business side to rip you apart.
And it can get very political sometimes. And I know with my band, we were together quite a while, and yeah, things happen and we broke up, and we all decided to do our different thing. And my drummer's out there playing in a local band, a punk band, and I'll give them a shout out, the Bitters. So check them out. And I get to do this. The singer does what he does. So yeah, we all have our paths, but I feel as long as you keep that music in your heart, keep promoting it, you're on the right path. Because even stopping the show in 2013, the music's still there, it's still pumping, man. It doesn't leave.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. So everybody out there in podcast land, check out Bleed the Water. Check out all the other podcasts. We've got a lot of podcasts that we've done, and I really thank the artists for getting a hold of me. And it's great to, I love being on TV, but it's nice not to be on TV. I like doing this. And because it's worldwide, it's just not local Michigan, I get to touch all of your hearts. And I get to get all of you out there to hear great music and get a hold of it for your collection. Download it on your phone or computer, and you get to rock out whatever you do with your music. And some of you are strange people out there, man. Fuck. Whatever you do, you strangers, don't tell me. Forget my email. Get a hold of Bleed the Water. Guys.
Thanks for having us on today. Really appreciate it.
Andrew, thank you again. I mean, I can't believe you were on the show and you didn't bring that up 20 years ago. My gosh. That's awesome. Now, before we kind of wrap things up, I'm also, like I said, this is your show. I want each of you to speak your minds. What do you got to say? What's your show? What do you got to say to the listeners out there about your music, about what's going on?
Well, if you got time to listen to it and you like rock and roll, then listen to it. Maybe you'll like it and you'll come out and see us and get to watch us have fun.
Fun. There you go. That's what it's about, man. Don't get serious.
Yeah, just check out all local music in general. We're all out here trying to make it, trying to, keep it going, trying to keep it fun. Can't be fun without people at the shows.
No, it can't be, man. No, definitely. And that's great because you got to have fun at what you're doing and don't take it too serious. Just keep having fun at what you're doing. I love what you guys are doing. I love what I'm hearing. Keep pumping it out there. I'm going to keep my eyes on you guys, definitely. And when you're around town here and playing out, let me know, please. So I can come check you out. It would.
You gotta get it in person, man. It's been a long time.
It's been a little too long, too long. I don't have long hair anymore, so. Damn. Oh, shit, we get a little older. So awesome, guys. We had a great show. Thank you for gracing No Cover TV. I love what you're doing. Stay in touch. Just keep kicking ass and knocking doors down, man.
Thanks, man.
You're
That's
not-
all we're trying to do is just make some noise and make it heard.
Right. And I was going to mention what I kind of like about, GR and our West Michigan here is that even back then and now, the local bands, you guys kind of got each other's back. You're there for each other. Even though there might be a little tension between some of us, we still are there for each other.
That's right.
And that's what I find pretty cool and amazing.
We shouldn't be battling each other. It's not a competition, as they say, and we got to help lift each other up, pull each other around, help get each other shows and all these things.
Exactly. Yeah. Enough dogging each other out. Now we're all trying to do the same damn thing.
Yep.
So support your music out there, people. Turn up the volume, rock out, Bleed the Water. They're all over the place on Spotify, every platform out there. Get to YouTube, check these videos out and listen to the music and the lyrics. Awesome lyrics there. I love them, Andrew.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, very good. So I'm curious to see even what's newer from what you just did.
Oh, hell yeah. You wait. It's going to go get heavier on the next one there, the full length.
Is it? Okay.
Second up there with that One Last Time song.
Okay, great. I like how you're being very versatile with your music. That's pretty cool. And I think that's what keeps the listeners listening and the fans coming back.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Definitely, guys. So, all right. Any other thing you want to say before we wrap this up, guys?
We just appreciate you having us on, man.
All right, I was just saying nothing dirty, please. We'll talk about that later. You call me like at 4 a.m. We can talk dirty. So, my wife's shaking her head, Am. No, maybe not, guys. So again, thank you. And everybody out there, thank you for stopping in No Cover TV's podcast. Again, get a hold of me, nocovertv@yahoo.com to chat about whether you want to come on the show or about Bleed the Water. If you want to talk about them behind their back, I won't tell these guys. Come on. I'm not that. So, but they said, check out your local music wherever you are out there. Check it out. But I want you to check out Bleed the Water first. And then check out your local music and go out and see them. And then step it up nationals, and then you don't listen to the rest of it. No, I'm just kidding. So that's right, local, man. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to keep in touch. You guys keep in touch and let me know what's going on, all right?
All right,
Sounds
man.
good.
Great.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you so much. Appreciate
All
it.
right, Bleed the Water. Thank you for being in the house. We're out of here, guys, all right?
All right. Peace.
Peace, brothers.